Hey guys, how's it going? Another week, another mobile suit, and here we go. We have the Dreissen, which is pretty awesome looking, really. I got to play a little bit of it, and it is. Let's see. Okay, so what do we got? We got 550, 600. There's two levels, ground and space. It's essentially now a higher cost. Cloud Dom, Guts Dom, I think it's the GH, the Dom GH, or what, Rick Dom GH? The giant, super giant sword, essentially. Except for its hitbox, obviously isn't that crazy, being really just the end. But it has a cool gimmick with the shurikens flying everywhere, and it's kind of gross. Yeah, so let's go ahead and look at that first. With the way it works, they fly out, and they follow the cursor after the initial. Please show it follow the cursor. Yeah, there we go. So they'll fly wherever you look, and they change their path accordingly. Pretty cool, just saying. So we're gonna have some really cool tricks and stuff that could come out with a mechanic like this. It's pretty much like a one swing thing though, with its that melee weapon. So it is a knockdown hit, and you get 2 on the downswing. It's pretty cool. Those explode, those stagger. I mean, they're really interesting to kind of watch. Yeah, definitely really curious to see what people will do with that ability. And yeah, overall, I got to try it a little bit. It is pretty awesome, just saying. So you do have the beam machine gun thing on the wrist. It cannot stagger by itself, so it's just for some extra damage and some pew-pews. Looks like we're looking at a... Well, I mean, it's a general, by the way, first of all, right there. And there we go. And so it's a general, 550... Honestly, I mean, it's essentially a high-cost Dom. I don't know. Personally, it's a really cool gimmick, but it fills a lot of raid that is just slammed in the general slot. And I don't know how much play we're going to see with it. It depends on how those shurikens work and how much they can really change the game. But at 550 up, I don't see it being used as much. You have some cool options. You have a really cool knockdown option. I don't know, just with everything it has, it feels a lot of raid. And I feel like you just got a blue tag and is going to get bullied by supports. So we'll see how it works. But other than that, it's got really cool gimmicks. You know, it's got a bazooka, not my thing. But hey, there's that. I don't know, when you look at all the 550 suits and up at that point, I don't know, I just feel like the Mark II, get your beam insta-stun. Sorry, it's 3:32 here, by the way. But yeah, I'm trying to brain long enough to do this. But yeah, I don't know, it's cool. That's the thing. It's got like a super cool factor going for it. But do I think it'll be the new meta? Maybe not, unless there's going to be some really crazy stuns and knockdowns. But most of the time, though, these days, at that cost and at higher tier play, you're not necessarily wanting the knockdown until you really need it. So unless you're going to go straight knock down the support with that one swing and then go after another general or a raid, or if you can knock down the raid and then finish them off before they can get up, might be the other way to do it. So that's kind of where I feel like this is going to fall short, but you know, it's pretty cool. Upon firing, the blades continue flying and will be guided at the direction of your target. They explode upon hitting a mobile suit or an obstacle, or upon reaching range limit. So they do have a limit, but still pretty far. So cool. There's the normal suit that they got for the Neo Zeon 1 again. You missed that. If you do the 10 spin, the Hammurabi level 2 is now in the game. That was pretty quick for them to do that. It is pretty much the DPS version of the Zeta Plus we kind of talked about. I mean, it just feels like it has just as much shooting power and melee power, if not more, in the Zeta Plus. So yeah, the 650 version, if you're more of the glass cannon kind of playstyle, and if you get the Zeta Plus, or if you got that last week, then you can do a tankier style. So both pretty cool. Again, I have to kind of say that the Hammurabi wins, though, probably, if I was to have to pick one. It's got a double dodge roll. I mean, that right there just kind of makes it win, especially with what is coming at you, mainly like the Cubile and stuff. Curious to know what its health is at 650, though. That is one of my biggest curiosities. So if you have one, let me know in the comments down below, or just message me on the Discord or something. Agazaku command type. 600, again, it's still kind of just falling off. As much as we keep getting more of these, it needs a bit more of something, but I don't know. I don't know what that is, but yeah, that suit needs a little bit more help, just saying. I mean, I'm sure there's somebody out there that's loving this right now, but not me. Peasant Dodge, an amazing suit, but again, I mean, you just got the, you know, it's a very simple suit, easy to use. I mean, obviously it's beam, so you got to aim a bit. So solid suit, but again, I feel like it's fallen off. I had said that when we got the level 4, and level 5 might be the same thing. Moving on, though, like I said, we got plenty to cover here. This is the post that they had, so we're going to move on to this, and then we'll go back to that and cover anything that wasn't covered here. So, S- is now in the game. So the big question was how long the time was going to be after they announced it yesterday. Yeah, you got 180 hours, looks like. And after that time, I guess every 24 hours will be counted as a loss till you hit 26.99. Again, I don't think they've said how much they're going to be deducting it by, but yeah, you only have 180 hours of safe period, then you have to play another game. So really cool. A lot of things where they try to get really competitive, try to throw in that you have to play to keep your rank kind of thing. So as long as they do that for every newest high rank, it's cool. I like it. Pretty intense. Definitely going to be making a push, though, for this S- myself, I think. We'll at least push for it and get there, and then, I don't know, after that, we'll do something else. But it'll be fun to kind of play around with for a little bit. What do we got next? Did it actually say? Okay, never mind. Major. Level 1 is what's needed to get the new suits they gave out, which I thought was going to be right here, but I guess it's not. But yeah, Major has been added, so you can get up to... You got to get level 20 Captain first for this. I'm actually curious to see what they give out when you hit 20 Captain. That should be pretty quick and easy for anybody to get, especially once reset happens tomorrow. Let's see, what else do we got here? The spot stuff. So now with spot weapons, you're going to be able to spot, and it'll show the suit picture, like when you're in the lobby. It'll show that in the top left of the health bar, and it'll show the spot instead of having the spot just show up where it normally was. You didn't know what it was spotted, but now you know exactly what it is. Whereas before you would have to have comms to actually communicate, hey, I spotted the raid. So that's pretty awesome. 10 out of 10. Keep that going. What's this? Deformation mechanism optimization control level 1 reduces thruster consumption at the start of high-speed movement, and thruster consumption when transforming to normal by 60%. What is this? That currently in some mobile suits has been replaced with new... Okay. Interesting. Hammurabi and Zeta Plus. Oh. Okay, that's kind of cool. So is this actually... The performance itself has not changed. Okay. But that makes sense why they can transform and not care as much. Battle simulator stuff on the times. Oh, it'll actually say when you're on the last one. Okay, cool. We'll go over all the suit adjustments here in a second. Examples of added chat. Watch your heads. Yes. Mind your heads. That is, oh my gosh, 10 out of 10. Thanks, guys. Oh man, I feel like watch your heads. I mean, I've said it so much. That would be like that would be the dream if the meme became that because of the meme, but I doubt it. Going after general type, going after raid type. Cool. You can actually respond when someone says take the generals or whatever. You can preemptively do that if something happens and it looks like somebody's gonna spam that tilting message. Oh, that's kind of cool. Order by order. Other operator voice will now play when earning a login bonus. Well, that's kind of cool. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at these as well. In the ticket shop, we have the Pale Rider Cavalry and the Yuma Lightning high mobility type Gelgoog. I like both of these suits. I think the Pale Rider level 1 is the best suit at 350. I mean, I might even go as far as say you could run a full team of Pale Rider Cavalries and just decimate an enemy team because that's how good the suit is. Yeah, the suit is gross. Get this suit if you're a general player for sure. Get this suit. It is top tier. It is. I honestly don't think that there's anything better that you can take in as a general player. Human Lightning though is really cool. It's got a decent, interesting play style with the boombox for a Gelgoog. I know at high play typically there's more bazooka for the higher levels of it, but level 1 is definitely fun. And I like the boombox playstyle. You just shoot missiles and then do your arm missiles and then shoot more missiles, and then it's got a nice downswing that is. I love the downswing on this thing. It is a kind of a lengthy one. It goes like up and then around and then back down. So somebody behind you can tackle you, or if there's a teammate for one of the enemies around, they can get in there and tackle you. So yeah, be careful with that. We'll also go look at the things here in a second. Real quick. Striker Custom level 1, Deja, and the gun cannon detector level 1 have been added for major 1 rank or higher. They cost 400,000 DP apiece, which is one of my biggest complaints because I'm going to talk about it when we get to the other thing. But I've been playing for a long time. I'm Captain 19. I can't even afford these, so. Yeah, it's not for their 9% that they talked about. But yeah, we'll see that in a second. I'll do a little bit of complaining on that, but you're lucky I'm tired, so it won't last long. But yeah, Dom Cannon multi-gun type. I'll definitely save it for the podcast tomorrow. But yeah, multi-gun type, amazing suit. At level 2 though, I feel like it falls off a little bit, so might not recommend. The GM Guard Custom, level 3. Well, actually, depends on the rank you need for the Dom Multigun, but if you can get the Barrage, it's also in the DP store. Get the Barrage first. But yeah, there's that. But I mean, it's still a pretty top tier, like, support. So there you go. Guard Custom level 3, definitely a fun suit. After I learned about the Vulcans on its shoulders there, pretty cool. Not the best at level 3, but it's definitely a fun suit to play if you like its playstyle. There you go. The GM Intercept Custom FB, a great base suit, can recommend. It is definitely top tier for general, for sure. Let's see, let's check this, see if there's anything hidden. So here's some of the fixes. I'll bring up the clan schedule as well. But yeah, some of the fixes, I'm not going to go through them. Didn't see anything too crazy that looked like it was game breaking, but there they are on screen. I'll kind of scroll. Actually, that's all of them. So there you go. Pause it if you want to read through those, but nothing looked too crazy. Okay, here we go. Here's what they're giving away this next month in September. Rick Diaz is the first section. for the premium pay suits, essentially, because you can't really get this on a free-to-play setup. I think you barely can get the last one, essentially, if you play a crap ton. But yeah, so you can get the Yuma Lightning, which, funny enough, every time that they've said that you can obtain mobile suits that are not yet exchangeable for recycle tickets. Well, the thing is, literally today, Yuma Lightning is exchangeable for recycle tickets. So I guess you can end up getting that if you play enough. You don't have to spend the recycle tickets of whatever that is. But I think it's all 3 months so far. It's done that exact same thing, which is kind of funny. We had the Goof flight test. I think that was literally right before the month hit, and then we had the MLRS with the one prior to that, which was kind of funny. But anyway, there you go. There's that. Moving on to the... Oh, yeah, this. Anything extra new? Okay, let's just get up to the suits. Don't think we got anything extra new with everything that they added. It would kind of surprise me if they did. Yeah, not looking like it. Okay, cool. No shadow new stuff. With all they added, it would really surprise me. Anyway, next clan ranked coming up next weekend. So the 5th. So this weekend, nothing's going on, but the 5th of September and then the 12th of September. That'll be 550 resource satellite space 6v6 basic. And then after that, on the 12th, 300 4v4 simple crash site with a late night game. That's going to be real cool. I'm glad it's a lower cost this time. Everybody can get in there for sure with 300. There's a lot of good suits that you can buy for the DP shop pretty quickly. 300 is really the big cutoff point. So hopefully we see a good turnout everywhere for all clans, I believe. So here we go. Let's go over the suits. Lego 2 late type, that is the F2. Got a buff, so 10 to 20 damage now for its range damage. Level 2 and up, got a bonus to HP. Looks like 250 at level 2. And I'm guessing that's the same across the board there from level 2 up. Let's see, the White Dingo got a buff with its speed going up at level 2 and level 3 by 5 and then by 10 at level 3. Medium range part slots went up from 7 to 11 and 8 to 12 at those levels as well. The meme gun also gained, okay, apparently at all levels, 350 damage. That is kind of insane, actually, considering what that gun does. But I guess they needed it to meme harder to catch up with the power creep from where it starts to moving on. Okay, Barzam. I was pretty hyped to see this. 1,000 health from level 2. Also for level, 5. HP of level 2 unit increase. I mean with also for level 5. What is that? What? Okay, that's weird. I feel like that's just a weird, I kind of want to go to the JP one on this. But yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway, continuing on though, I feel like there was no also for level blah for that. That's weird. The live ammunition correction, which is the range damage, went up by 3, and oh no, wait, correction. I think that's resistance increased to 24, and then beam resistance increased to 24. There we go. Yeah, it was definitely pretty squish. And the beam rifle, 3.5. Oh yeah, that's his charge time, 3.5. Wait, real quick, we're going to look at the unit adjustment. Oops, this was not it. But we can get to it pretty quick from here. So here we go. Now, let's see what this says. Yeah, it's just literally the level 2. That is weird. What is it with the English translation side of things messing up so much? Anyway, the G-Line standard gaining power for its Gatling smashers, which I've been saying it needs for a while. Sadly, it's only 5. I mean, it does shoot a lot. They kind of don't want to push up too much, I guess. But 5 at level 2 and level 3, that's kind of cool. Zaku 1 GS getting 1,000 health, also at level 3. So this is level 2 and level 3 buffs for both of these. And getting its, I'm guessing that's melee defense from 17 to 24. Pretty cool. The bazooka is going up in damage, which means bazooka is also going up for the Tropin. I think that's the same bazooka. That's kind of cool. Yeah, okay, so it's talking about it right here too. That's pretty nice. Okay, so both of those got buffed. And that's level 2 and up. So, the rest of it though, it gains the waste heat efficiency optimization, level 1 for all levels of the Tropin. And added level 2 HP, so 750 at level 2 and level 3. Ah, here we go. The Shiki Zero. The Zero Shiki, whichever one. Anyway, shooting correction is now 30 to 40, so it gained 10% increased damage, which is nice. The base damage of its beam rifle, though, went up 100, and it got increased to level 2. Heat rate increased from 25% to 20, so you get about 8 shots, I think is what someone said before it overheats. Or it overheats at 8. Either way, that's a lot of shots. That's kind of insane. Increased stagger accumulation value. I can't remember if we can confirm that it was 2 shots instead of 3 now. It might still be 3, but that means you can get 2 shots and maybe some Vulcans in. You get a stagger as well. Reduced heat rate during focused shooting, which is nice. We'll have to actually probably check the JP wiki to figure out that, but pretty cool. And then we got, for raids, the Bolanoke, or Bolavotes, however you want to say it. But yeah, it got 1,500 health. I saw people in chat saying it was definitely a whole lot better. The bullet correction, so I believe this is resistance, and actually we can go back now. If we have some questions, we can check back. Here we go. The resistance for ballistic resist and beam resist both went up. Ballistic from 16 to 25, beam from 9 to 18, literally doubling its beam res, which is kind of crazy. This is also at level 2 as well. This is all levels of the suit. High speed travel went from 210 to 225, which is nice. Thrusters increased it from 65 to 75. It then gained the buffers for its back and arms. Went from level 2 to level 3. So either some of them are a little weird and they'll be like a little like 25% at level 3, but it's somewhere between 20 and 30% for both of those, which is nice. And the shoulder grenade launchers can stagger faster, which is kind of scary, being I like to play a lot of MLRS, and I've seen quite a few of these, and I laugh at them normally. Now I wonder if I gotta be afraid of this thing. Which, I mean, it is a raid, so I probably should be. Just fair enough, I guess. And this was a surprise to me. Zaku Cannon Rabbit type, which I think is already the superior Zaku Cannon. I've played well over 500 games of Zaku Cannon now, so the Rabbit type just feels so much better already. In the DPS race, essentially with a Psycho Gundam, I believe we had one with low cost, or it might have been the survival waves where we had to do that. This was before they changed it to the new stuff. The Rabbit type was one of the top 3, I think, solo kills for whichever one that was. So to see this get a buff, it's kind of surprising, but the big gun gained a total of 80 damage, which is kind of insane at all levels. They expanded the hit detection to make it easier to hit the target, increased the firing performance, which is kind of curious what that means. Is that rate of fire? We'll have to see. And increased the accumulation of staggering. We'll have to check that out for sure as well. I'll be playing that tomorrow if I don't get taken up by Crystal Chronicles. But yeah, let's see. We're going to go back a little bit though, because I do have one last thing to talk about. This right here, they added them in 400,000 DP. It's kind of annoying because they talked about this major thing. Oh, they actually did mention here 180 hours. Whoops. I just now caught that. I know there's some people asking about that, but there it is. We need to read. But yeah, let's go ahead and look at this, and then I'm going to complain about one little thing. So they added and we'll just kind of turn this off because too music killing me. Yeah, there's water. Suddenly, surprise! I'm out of the water. Yeah, and back in. So they're adding a water section coming next month, and they're gonna be doing this with, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look how good that is. Oh my gosh, I want to see the GOG move faster in the water. Let's see what happens here. Come on, show me GOG. Forget, does it actually show that? No, just, I mean, it shows it like that. But yeah. I'm hyped, guys. I cannot wait to see some of this water action happening. And then there's a glimpse of one of the maps that was in the first game, apparently, at the end there. So they're adding water sections to maps. Now, is this going to be every map, or is this going to be just the ones that make sense, which really are just those three, I think, is going to be the ones that make sense. It's going to be real interesting to see how things work in the water and around the water. So we'll have to... Actually, wait, did they show... Because, see, there's the beam firing. Actually, I'm kind of curious. So can its beam not fire? Alright, go back. That's been the big... So that obviously shoots. But can the... Look like it could have taken a shot. I don't know if they were just trying to show it off. But everybody's been talking like, can the gun cannon not shoot its beam underwater? Apparently there are some lore things there. But if that's the case, don't go near the water now, guys. It is dangerous to go near the water. Which is going to be a weird difference in port base. And I'm guessing port base will always have water now. I don't think we're going to have variations of the map, but we'll see. But yeah, that's pretty cool. We don't get a full water map yet, but we definitely get some water sections, which is really cool. Again, I just fear that if they try to make the water too scary for normal people to go into, that are like normal suits that are not aquatic suits, then yeah, that could get a little awkward, and just people are just going to avoid it. We're just going to fight at D and on top of E the entire time or something. Or, wait, I said E. C. Letters are hard. But anyway, wow, I just noticed it is 4 a.m. Whoops. So, real quick then, they decided to talk about the major stuff here, and they're talking about helping out their top 13% who are even captain. But they said, and about 9% of the pilots have reached captain level 19. I am one of those. Here's my problem with this statement. They're charging 400,000 DP for each of these suits. I don't have any of these. I need all three. Yeah, that's 1.2 million. Well, the thing is, the modification stuff with the modification kits and the price of DP with the modification kits for each 3-star is 360,000 DP. I have now only a little over 100,000. I think I'm up to 150,000 DP, and that's it. I only got to upgrade 2 3-star suits fully, and 1 3-star normally, or to rank 5 upgrades for the enhancement shop. Now, the thing is, fair enough if it's supposed to take a while, but here's my problem. I have enough modification kits to do like 3 or 4 more suits now at this point, because of this whole month and everything that's went by. So, and then that's not even mentioning all the other modification kits for the bronze and the silver. And yes, it is cheaper for those, but I still think it's what, like, isn't it still like 150 or 120 for like rank 6 for a 1-star suit even? Like, it's still, it's either just under 200,000 DP, or it's just over 200,000 DP for those. And for 2-stars, it's somewhere between 200,000 and 300,000. It might even be over 300,000 for that matter. And I could be crazy and it's just under 300,000 for the 1-stars. I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt, saying it's less than 200,000. But now that I start thinking about it, I'm pretty sure all of them are 200,000 plus. And yeah, that's crazy. I'm out of DP. I don't have anything else modified. So, yeah. Just saying. Now, I know there are people out there who have like 10 million DP just sitting around doing nothing with that. But if I'm in the 9%, that means there's less than 9% who would have that. And I'm guessing there's not too many people that are too far ahead of me. I do play this game a lot more than the average person. Of course, being in the top 9% for this, fair enough. But the thing is, that means if the top 9% can barely even access 3 3-stars right now, or hell, even if I didn't do 3 3-stars, with how much it costs, I would literally have 1 of each fully ready to be unlocked. So that means most people probably don't even have enough to do 2 1-star suits, which is just ridiculous in my opinion. They really need to significantly lower the DP cost and compensate anybody who's actually spent the DP on these suits already, because this is just, it's crazy. But anyway, there's my rant. So yeah, we've actually hit the 30-minute mark on this one. There's been a lot to cover with all this new stuff and everything. Let me know in the comments down below of what you guys think about any of that. Am I crazy? Well, I know I'm crazy, but that's beside the point. I know I'm crazy for sure because it's already 4 a.m. But anyway, guys, usual links down in the description below. So have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.